Days after the entertainment giant filed its own lawsuit against the board in charge of Disney's special taxing district, which was established by and supports Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, voted on Monday to take legal action against the company. Martin Garcia, chairman of the Central Florida Tourism Oversight District Board of Supervisors, said, "Since Disney sued us, yes, we didn't sue Disney. Disney sued us, we have no choice but to respond. Yes, we will look for justice locally." The conflicting lawsuits come after 14 months of escalating hostilities between Disney and the governor of Florida over a state statute that limits the instruction of sexual orientation and gender identity in educational institutions. After the Republican leader moved to take control of the business's special taxing district and appoint a hand-picked board to manage Disney's sizable holdings around Orlando, the conflict has heated up recently. Disney and the departing board had agreements in place before the board was chosen in February that restricted the authority of DeSantis' appointees. Disney filed a lawsuit against DeSantis and the new board after the board's decision last week to annul those agreements. Disney claims in the lawsuit that DeSantis used his political influence as a weapon to punish the business for exercising its right to free speech. The goal of the lawsuit, according to Garcia, is to uphold and enforce the board's decision to nullify Disney's agreements with the previous board. On Monday, DeSantis echoed this idea. At a press conference in Titusville, Florida, the governor stated, "Basically, all they're trying to do is uphold the will of the people in terms of what we did to make sure that nobody's governing themselves as a major corporation. I feel like that will be something that succeeds. No corporation is above the law," he said, and the key issue is the question of good governance. Additionally, he charged Disney with having a political agenda. They are merely attempting to advance an agenda and a narrative. And the truth is that a lot of people have always criticized Disney's arrangement as being dishonest and unfair. The moment I stepped in to help unwind it, however, they flipped because they wanted to oppose me, according to DeSantis. According to Garcia, the board will file its lawsuit in a state court in Central Florida. In the Northern District of Florida Federal Court, Disney filed a lawsuit against DeSantis and the board. Mark Walker, the judge assigned to the case, was chosen by former President Barack Obama and has overturned the state on several of DeSantis' priorities. Disney was charged with forum shopping by DeSantis in an interview he gave over the weekend to the British newspaper The Telegraph. The district was established in 1967 and was formerly known as the Reedy Creek Improvement District. It effectively gave Disney control over the land where it intended to establish its theme park hegemony, allowing it to provide services like sewage, firefighting, and road upkeep, where at the time there were none. In the following 6 decades, Disney transformed a swampy area in Central Florida into one of the most popular tourist destinations worldwide. Though occasionally criticized, that unique arrangement was largely upheld by state politicians, as both Disney and Florida benefited from the surge in tourists. Garcia countered that Disney is attempting to prevent the state from acting to terminate that arrangement because times have changed. According to Garcia, Disney is essentially asking a federal judge in Tallahassee to turn the clock back to 1967, while this board is tasked by legislation with bringing the district into the 21st century with new and improved policies and practices.